glamour, and our own great white shark. As we celebrate our diamond anniversary today, we'll pay tribute to Universal's past and take you behind the scenes to discover why this studio tour is world famous. So whether this is your first visit or your 60th, get ready for fun, excitement, and an experience like no other.
And it's true, our studio tour is 60 years old as of this last summer, but our movie studio, oh, it's older than that. We were created way back March 15th, 1915 by our founder there, Carl Lemley. In fact, in the early days, Carl wanted to invite the guests into the studio to watch silent movies being made, and from there we have expanded into so much more, and we continue to expand. To the left, you're looking at construction for a new roller coaster, the Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift, coming to Universal Studios Hollywood in 2025. And it really does go to show how far Universal City has come. And it's true, folks, today you, a very real, very functional firefighter somewhere around here.
There he is, right there.
I'm not seeing anything. Oh no, there's one right there. What's up? The other day they had the truck pulled forward, they were washing it. It was very cinematic. And we don't have 51 fire stations, that'd be ridiculous, just the one. Well, not the only thing that makes us a city. We also got our own zip code, gas station, multiple Starbucks, but we are the only city dedicated to making movies, television, anything a camera gets put in front of, we can do. And a lot of that production happens in what we call the front lot, where we are starting our tour today. The front lot happens to have our sound stages. A sound stage 12, Universal's largest and oldest, built back in 1928. In fact, every scene on your screen was filmed in that building.
Wow, 12.
Now, if you want to know what the inside of the soundstage looks like, just take a look on your screens. It's an empty room. At least that's what it looks like before production moves in. If you do want to see what the backside of some of the sets might look like, take a look to the left. Some of the doors slightly ajar. You might catch glimpses of sets built in stage 11. Now, in this area, we got HBO's Hacks filming out here. They're working on their 4th season with Emmy Award winner Gene Smart. We've also got Ted filming out this way as well. Ted's working on their 2nd season, that adorable teddy bear from Boston, produced by Seth MacFarlane. And Bel Air. Now, Bel Air, that is, of course, the dramatic retelling, modern adaptation of The Fresh Prince of Bel Air, the 90s sitcom with Will Smith. They are currently working as well. Speaking of work, it looks like we got catering working on out here. Hey, Mark, do you want to stop for some lunch? All right, Mark doesn't want to stop. I guess we'll keep going. Now, here's Jabari to tell you more.
We're leaving the theme park behind and entering the front lot where real Hollywood magic is made. How? Well, inside the sound stages that surrounds us, we create any kind of environment the script demands.
For the past 60 years, studio tour visitors have driven right by these buildings, and inside these walls, the sets from your favorite TV shows and movies have transported audiences anywhere the imagination can take you. Even to a palatial mansion in Bel Air.
When we film Bel Air, we love coming out of the sound stages and seeing the trams filled with excited guests as they drive by.
So, keep an eye out.
이래서 그랬지 저 Universal TV shows movies only.
And today what you're seeing here to the left-hand side is a base camp. This is sort of the production central, right? You're going to find trucks and trailers for camera equipment and lighting gear, trailers for actors' wardrobes, as well as for the actors themselves. And this base camp is set out in front of 14, another historic stage. Jurassic Park, that filmed inside of there. When the Ford Explorer fell from the very top of the tree, the kid Tim narrowly escaping, that happened in 14. We also built a replica of Mission Control for Ron Howard.
Jurassic Park movie shooting
in that same building. We actually built it so accurately, we invited the crew from NASA to come visit the set. End of their day, they forgot they were on set. No, I'm not kidding. They went to the elevator, pressed the button to go downstairs, forgetting the elevator. It didn't go anywhere. Made out of plywood. 2x4s, right? Goes to show the craftsmanship of the artists that work here in Hollywood. And we have artists of all kinds, right? Our editors might go to the editing bays now behind us. Our set builders to the construction. We are no strangers to creating TV, right? In fact, in this area, we've got Apple TV's Looped and a new series called The Man on the Inside. It's going to start Ted dancing. I'm not seeing Ted dancing today, but I am seeing Ted drinking. Hanging outside of our bungalows. These bungalows here, here's Chris Mellon Dondry to tell you, well, a little bit more.
In the early days of the studio, these bungalows were used as dressing rooms to the stars of Hollywood's golden age. Now, they're used as offices where some of Hollywood's top directors, writers, and producers work their magic to get a production ready, including my company, Illumination.
Now, of course, Illumination is behind movies like Despicable Me, Secret Life of Pets, the new Super Mario Brothers movie. These offices are also home to the Mark Platt Productions, working on Wicked for the silver screen with Cynthia Erivo or Ariana Grande. We got Bungalow 5195 up here to the left-hand side, Alfred Hitchcock's old office with the silhouette next to the door there. And a couple of more sound stages up ahead where we got Lopez versus Lopez filming and a brand new show. It's called St. Dennis Medical. It's brought to us by Eric Legend and Justin Spitzer. Now, Justin, he brought us Superstore before this, so that's going to be a good time. Now, St. Dennis Medical, it's going to start David Allen Greer, and they have actually been filming quite a bit in our back lot. What's the back lot, you ask? It's a lot that's in the back.
We're about to cross the imaginary boundary onto the back lot, where we have exterior set for many outdoor scenes. Over the last 60 years, studio tour guests have seen these locations turned into big cities, quiet suburbs, even that guy's hometown. Yeah, that guy. For countless movies and TV shows. This is Universal's Metro Sets.
That's right, folks. Our Metropolitan Sets, the very first backlot sets we are going to be visiting here today. Now, essentially, our backlot is full of permanent structures, sets that get reused over and over and over again. In fact, this area, our Metropolitan Sets, have been seen in movies like Marvel's Captain America. The first Avenger in the Cap first gets his powers and he's running through the streets of 1940s New York. That happened in this area. Transformers, a Paramount production, Shia LaBeouf, he also ran down this street with the Allspark in his arms, buildings blowing up on either side. This is seen in The Purge, Anarchy, The Prestige with Christian Bale. Actually, he was here several decades earlier for Newsies, right? Productions after productions have utilized the exact same sets. Now, how do they do that? Production design, right? They'll add in the little details, street lamps, cars, the awnings. Just about every TV show I mentioned is also filmed in this area. Music videos, too. Taylor Swift's Wildest Dreams, Jungkook's Seven, Pink's Walk Me Home. And it's that production design that allows us to keep using the exact same sets time and time and time again. And they can change the small picture items, like those trees and cars. In fact, as we head up and around the corner here, when we round onto our main New York Street, I want you to take a look to the right-hand side. You're going to see what we call Brownstone Street. Brownstone Street was seen in Home Alone 2 with Macaulay Culkin, Gone Girl with Ben Affleck and Rosamund Pike, and Bruce Almighty.
Grace, the dog!
I'm in the shower!
Inside bad, outside good. Inside
bad, outside
good. Oh, you're done now. Great.
Yes, the set is it.
Oh, thanks, Jim. Our sets are beautiful. Now, a lot of these facades, shells, what you're looking at here today are just that, facades and shells. If you look through the windows and doors, you're going to notice there's not a lot going on the inside of most of these buildings. And that's because usually when we go inside of a sound stage, and we use the magic of editing to make it look like it all happened in one location and at one area, when in reality we are actually filming weeks and or months apart. Now, if you look at the windows and doors, you'll also notice some of them get a little bit smaller as they get taller. We call that forced perspective. Basically, it makes the buildings look a little bit taller, right? For example, if you go to our theme park, Hogwarts Castle in Wizarding World.
8 or 9 years old. I wanted to become a filmmaker. I like films that just take you away from your real life and sweep you up an adventure. Kong literally does that. I mean, you're on board the ship, you're sailing to a lost island, you're encountering monsters and creatures from, prehistoric times. All kind of places. So I was thrilled when Universal invited me back to Skull Island, and it's great to have you along for the ride. Now, we have created this 3D immersive experience, so you're going to have your glasses ready. Don't put them on yet, but just have them in your hand because we're about to return to Skull Island.
Skull Island.
The Universal tram is winding its way through a very...
Maybe it's not all that bad.
पूरा set जा रहा है, set ये रहो नहीं.
The bad place.
बस बनने चलते हैं.
बस बनने चलते हैं.
Well, it doesn't sound awesome.
Honestly, all the good place. One of my favorite shows ever to have aired on network television, created by Mike Schur. He's also worked on Parks and Rec, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. If you haven't seen it, I cannot recommend it enough. All 4 seasons, I believe, you can currently find on Netflix. But hey, if you have not seen The Good Place, you've probably seen something else that filmed here. It was also Genovia, Princess Diaries 2, a royal engagement. During the parade sequence, a young Abigail Breslin got her chance to become a princess right here. This was seen in Disney's Pirates of the Caribbean as both Port Royal and Tortuga. Captain Jack Sparrow ran from the Redcoats in this area. This was seen in just about every Star Trek. Every Star Trek crew member has been here one time or another, and Brandy Cinderella too, right? Plenty of productions have filmed right here. We've turned it into fictional towns, real European towns as well. It was Italy Mysterious Benedict Society, Paris, France, and the Muppets with Jason Segel, Tina Fey. We actually recently turned it both into Paris again for Sabrina Carpenter's Olympics promo where she talks to the bird. Yeah, that happened right here. And way back when, Universal's first ever Oscar award-winning movie, 1928, we turned it both into Germany and France for All Quiet on the Western Front. Now, how do we turn it both into Germany and France? We changed the language on the signs. But as I mentioned, Little Europe was the birthplace of those monsters of the past. When we think of Universal, we think of monsters.
Dracula, Frankenstein, Wolfman, Bride of Frankenstein,
The Mummy.
The Hunchback of Notre Dame,
The Invisible Man.
Phantom of the Opera.
Water, there's a shark coming. George, you're not doing anything, George. Get out of the water. Don't be brave. Don't be brave, George! Oh, George. He had a lot of guts. Oh, there they are. Okay, well, Mark, what do you say we go ahead and get on out of here? Everybody remain seated as we make our way across the dock. Full steam ahead there, Mark. Full steam ahead. Is this as fast as this thing goes? Why are we stopping? I'm sorry, we ran out of power. No, but this is an electric tram. That gas station over there, that's not going to do us any... Oh, no. I don't want to embarrass anybody, but y'all know that's a fake shark, right? Especially the fourth car. I can hear y'all screaming all the way up here. Yeah, went overboard. Now, look, I'll prove to you that this is a fake shark. Look, it's the only shark in the world that can do the backstroke. There he goes. Yeah. Why do you think LA's getting the Olympics in 28? We're gonna win. Now, this attraction, believe it or not, has actually been here about 2 years after we released Blockbuster, which means, though, that this has been here since 1976. But it's not the oldest attraction that we still have on the lot. Now, that would be in the next area, what we call Old Mexico. I'll let today's show co-host and another anchor, Al Roker, tell you more.
Time for my favorite part of the tour, weather. When it comes to film and TV, it is truly a special effect. In fact, to demonstrate how weather effects are created, we debuted our first major attraction here on the studio tour way back in 1968.
That's right, folks. Today we're going to be doing a weather demonstration for you. Now, we just kicked us off with some thunder and lightning. Normally, the sound of thunder, you would not hear it on set. We want to pick up our actors' dialogue clearly. But what you would have on set is rain. So let's cue that for me, please. Water falling dramatically from the sky. It's a sprinkler system. Now, these raindrops are a little bit larger than regular rain might be. Often we backlight it to make it glisten and glow so it shows up better on camera. In fact, if you watch sporting events on TV, often when it rains in the stadium, you cannot see it on screen. Yeah, they don't light it well enough. But there you go, folks. The nice thing about Hollywood rain is to make it stop, all you have to say is, "That's a cut." And it stops. That's a cut. That's a cut. Oh. Yeah, I forgot to mention, if you're sitting in a blue seat, there's a chance you might get wet.
Oh my god.
All the seats are blue.
Oh!
Now, on your screens, you have seen this in Big Fat Liar, Paul Giamatti, Frankie Muniz, and Amanda Bynes. Also seen in Lady Gaga's music video, Judas. In fact, in that video, Gaga, she got swept away by the flood. When they filmed it, she did it herself. On your screen right there, that's Paul Giamatti's stunt double. So, all I'll say. Three Amigos made this part of Old Mexico famous. It was the town of Pariah, season 1 of HBO's Westworld, and Jack Black, he was here for Nacho Libre. But we're going to cross the border and say howdy to 6 Points. Gets its name at one time. We had 6 streets. We did film up to 6 silent westerns, right? They were silent. Didn't have to worry about the noise pollution. Throw some dirt on the ground, some cowboys, and you got yourselves the Old West. And of course, these sets here, they have been playing the Old West since time immemorial. Probably why Quentin Tarantino, he made his movie Once Upon a Time in Hollywood right here.
Old house.
Yeah. He turned these Western sets into Western sets. But of course, a lot of ballroom brawls have made their way out here. In fact, whenever you're seeing cowboys fighting, they're dancing. No, sir, everybody knows the moves. There's a leader, a follower. You know, when they're smashing through, say, some glass, it's a candy glass, a polymer that won't harm the actors. The wood balsa, easy to break. But as we mosey on through this area, you might notice that in this area, some of the windows and doors are also a little bit taller or smaller, though this is a different kind of forced perspective. In this case, some of the doors are of different sizes because, well, we got to change the heights of our actors, right? Cowboys, they needed to seem bigger and brawnier, so we'd have the smaller cowboys coming out of smaller doors, right? In fact, on your screens, another way that we change the heights of our actors, John Wayne in real life, 6'4". Kirk Douglas, 5'9". They look at the same height, though, right? It's because Kirk is standing in a box. Look here, John, he gets to walk away. He makes a joke about it.
Mine was taller.
But Kirk, he can't walk away. Standing on that box. Now, the other side of 6 Points, we've also seen this in Saving Mr. Banks. It was Turn of the Century Australia, and Steven Spielberg's The Color Purple with Whoopi Goldberg. Spielberg, like I said, spent most of his career with us at Universal, though how he got his career started is not what you'd imagined.
My entire career began with my relationship with Universal Studios just as a high school kid on a tour bus. Remember, in those days, there weren't trams, there were buses called the Gray Line Tour Bus. And I was so excited and thrilled to be on the lot. This was my first time ever on a movie studio lot. And during a bathroom break, I hid in the bathroom. And when everybody left to get back on the bus, I waited another 15 minutes until I'm sure the bus left. And then I had the entire lot to myself that day. And in those days, movie lots were so crowded because all movies were made on film.
Now, you're probably wondering what happened to all the owners of these vehicles.
Bumblebee.
No, yeah, me too. Yeah, last time I saw them, they were checking into a motel, which happened to be owned by quite a psycho. Welcome, folks, to the Bates Motel from the film Psycho, directed by Alfred Hitchcock. Now, today, the Bates Motel is currently fenced up. This is actually leftover, from our Halloween Horror Night event, our annual spooky event. Still getting wrapped up out of here, but no, if you're disappointed you're not getting a clear photo of the original Bates Motel, don't be too disappointed. It's not the original. Yeah. But as we head up the Psycho path, you will see the original house. Now, this was built back in 1960. Small. From disastrous meet and greet to the disastrous crash site set of War of the Worlds, directed by the now legendary Steven Spielberg.
The airplane crash site set.
Oh my god.
Airplane crash site.
All designed around provision I thought, what if the 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood? Because it's just something you don't see.
You're doing good. You're doing good. Keep pressing me. Listen, I want you to close your eyes, okay? Yes. I'm closed.
कितनी real, huh?
Robbie, get in.
Robbie, get in. We got a tour to get to.
Get in.
Get in. Typical. Now that plane there to your left-hand side, that is real. Yeah, production bought it from a junkyard in the Mojave Desert. It cost them about 60 grand, which, when you think about it, not a bad price for a plane. Yep. Cost them 200 grand to get it here, though, so
Shipping and handling.
No, they drove it out here, flatbed trailer trucks, cut it up actually into the 4 separate sections that you see here today. The top of it originally cut off because it would not fit under the overpasses. Now, this is a very specific set, right? Not too much films out here. We primarily have left it here for the studio tour. It was one of the most impressive sets we'd ever seen here on the back lot. So it was a Paramount production. When they were done with it, we were like, hey, do you mind if we keep it? And they were like, yeah, sure. I'm sure probably because they didn't want to have to spend another $200,000 to ship it back, right? Now, they did have one rule, of course. Nothing could film here for about 5 years. But War of the Worlds, that was back in 2005. So a handful of things have filmed in this area. Several music videos. Nicki Minaj and Rihanna's Fly filmed out this way. They fought some ninjas. That was a good time. And TV shows, right? Netflix's Love. We've got, Community. There's an episode where they attempt to build a house for homes for humanity and
bring it to life. This is Jupiter's Claim, a nostalgic, small-time Southern California amusement park owned by former child star Ricky Jupe Park. Over there, look into the winking room and have your picture taken just like the kids in that old 90s movie Kid Sheriff. That's what this whole place is loosely based on. Remember that one? No? Well, I do. A little further down, you can see the brand new Star Lasso experience, built to showcase an unbelievable new live show. It's not looking so live anymore. Anyway, behind this Hollywood fantasy of gold rush frontier town lies a sinister secret. It is smack dab in the center of a UFO hotspot. Welcome to the world of the no.
I like Jaws before it. Nope, that's a wonderful.
Who I am, boy. I'm the reason bad guys use a nightlight. I'm the reason the boogeyman begs his mama to look under his bed. And I'm the reason you just lost control of this whole operation. My name is Special Agent Luke Hobbs of the U.S. Diplomatic Security Service, and as of 16.9 seconds ago, I'm the man in charge.
The hell you are?
Let me clue you in on 2 things, sweet cheeks. 1, there's a high-value witness from the Federal Protection Program aboard your vehicle.
What?
And 2, an international crime syndicate led by Owen Shaw is honing in on this vehicle to take that witness out.
This vehicle? Wait, he did say that this was a secret location, right? I feel like a lot of people know about this place.
Everybody out! The FBI! Turn that music off!
Including the FBI. Okay. FBI, can you tell us what we're doing? Okay, hi. Can anybody tell us what we're doing?
This is what we're doing. This is the race day after party. And where the other...
Roman Pierce, FBI, don't move. Damn, that's right, party's over.
You know how long I took to iron this shirt, man? I'm not...
You're under arrest right now.
Ladies, just back up a little bit. I got it. It's lightweight. First of all, I don't work for you.
Oh, really? Well, tell me, Roman, who do you work for?
We don't work for nobody. Cop, I suggest you clear out of here, otherwise we can't guarantee your safety.
Guarantee my safety? I'm the one holding the gun.
Yeah, but mine's a whole lot bigger than yours.
Hobbs, escort this novice out.
Let's go, Cookie Puss. You got an ugly suit on, man. It's cheap.
Somebody out there really pissed off Shaw. It's gonna get ugly fast.
Yeah, don't worry. Lucky for you, our whole family will protect you.
Are you kidding me, Roman? You didn't shut off your phone, bro?
I gotta call you back. I'm in the middle of tonight.
See what I'm talking about?
Call you back.
Man.
It was on vibrate.
Shaw traced us. Hobbs can't hold him forever. Letty, Roman, we're up. Driver, move that vehicle.
It's about to get real interesting. My Mona Lisa's all warmed up right next door.
Roman, grab your truck. I need you and Letty ready to roll.
Alrighty, folks, I just got word apparently Owen Shaw has some sort of facial recognition software tracked on this tram. So let's try and protect the witness who he's, trying to trace by covering our face.